Hi, Mr. Rod Paul back with the first segment of part update number 7. So, so you can see we've got part 1, which is completing the torpedoes. Well, we finished those and they've been painted, and that was the last update number 6, where I saw them completed. So now we're on to number 2, and number 2 we have completed. So there it is. That's number 2 up the top. That's done there. There you go. So that's done there, and now we're down on number 3. So now we've got to look for the parts for number 3. So I'm just going to switch off for a couple of seconds and come back after I've found the parts. Right, I'm back now, and what I've done, let's get rid of that bit. I've actually got marked up some sprues with whoops, which is no good when you've got zoomed in, so let's come back out again. There you go, they're far enough. And what you can see there, I'll put an A on that one, a C on both the C sprues, an E, believe it or not, oops, an E on the E sprue, and a B on the B sprue. You don't see that one. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do now is start cutting some pieces off. Got my trusty boards to go. So what we can do is bring it in a bit more nearer now, so we can come in. So what I need is to push this round. Always things, so if things fall over when you actually don't want them to fall over. There you go, put that there. Put this round here, and we've got a C sprue. 2 C sprues. So I'm going to put them one up there out of the way, so I don't have to keep getting away. And we're looking for this one. We're going to put this one together. This is C3 and C2. And estimate 5, that's no good. C5 and I bet C6. C3 and C3, so it's C3 and C3. So that's weird. I think I'm on the wrong sprue. Ah, silly me. Looking at the small ones, there it is, C3. So cutting that off. In the middle here. And the other end. Oops. Missed the middle one where the 3 is. That's 1. So I'll put that over there. Go to the other C3 now. I'll put that up there that way. And now I know which one it is. Back in again. C3. I cut above the rest. And there's the other one. Leave them there for now. And now we need some bits now. What do we need now? We need the propeller, which I'm not worried about because that'll go on at the end, but I will do it and clean it up and paint it. And we need now is C12 and C12. So C12, oh right, it's on both, and it's this little part here, just here. I'll cut it off in its entirety. Put that there, and I've got to get C12 again. What's this one? Yeah, C12. Here it is. Another one. And put that up there. Put that there for the moment. Out of my way as well. There we go. Roll my sleeves up for this. and I'm in the middle again. It's a good thing I've got the grid up so I can see where my hand is. So what we're going to do is clean this bit off. So I'm going to do this, turn around and clean that bit off. I have to sand it in a minute. So that goes there, and same with this bit. And that way. There you go. So that's 2 bits done. Now we need A15, which is for the actual. There it is. I can see it all in it. Is A, and this part here is A15, which is a bit for the back of the propeller. So we'll cut that off. And twist round. I'll come from underneath. That one's done. So it's over there. Now I might as well cut the prop off because it's with that as well. So we're going to B now, which is B, and it's B15, and you can't miss it really because B15 is the actual propeller. I'm going to cut not too close to it. So here we go. I think you can see what I'm doing here. I have to turn it round. Back in again. Still in the camera out shot there. And then the last one. Last cut. And that's there. That goes there. Oops. Doing well. That bit goes there. That goes there. So that's all there. Yep, that's that bit now. Come back over there out of the way. And now we're looking for that's it there for them bits. You don't put it together though. I'm not going to be putting this all together. So we're looking for this part, C9 now. We're looking for a C9. Oops. You've got to look on a C really to do this. A C9. And is that it? C9. Yeah, so I'm going to get that bit off now, and there it is here. Yep, I'm going to get that one off. Drop that down. There it is. Bigger than the other ones. And there's anything with that. And now I've got to get the A13. A13. Right, here we go. A13. And there you go, A13. Goes over there. Now if I'm just going to turn this around so I can see it a bit better. But you can still see it as well. There you go. So I'm going to make sure I've got that. 12 and 12 on that one. 1 C9. C13. You don't glue it because it's all moving around. And that's it. All the bits for that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we should have 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. So that's it. So we've got all the parts of that part now. So I'm going to switch off now and come back to you when I've actually cleaned the parts up. Well, I'm back, and you've missed all the bit of cutting to get these 2 bits of plastic the right size to go into my submarine, which is really annoying. I was watching the screen, I thought I pressed record and I hadn't, so I'm not used to doing it. It's just with wave sub, but it doesn't matter anyway. So what I did do is basically, I've got a caliper here, and here it is. And what I did is I had these two pieces together, then I measured across here where the hole is, like that to get the right width for the plastic to cut. Then what I did is I put it on the table saw, and now I've got two parts now here ready to actually do. Sorry about that, I'm going to have to try and do that, but I did use a table saw, and this bit up here is my little temporary, if anything comes out the back it goes into the tissue, if not the bit that cuts at the top I can hoover up quite nicely. So there you go, you missed that and that's a shame, but I can actually basically say what I did. This was the right width, these two I don't want to touch because that's the ones I want to bring one in and give you some idea. This is what I did anyway. So you're going to see me doing one now, but it's not for real use, even though it would actually work, I think. Yeah, it would work as well, so I can basically have two more, can't I? So here we go. I use one as a pusher. I won't do another one, but that's how I did it, and I've done cuts to get it to that size. So there you go. But using the actual divider really works. Oops, this really works. This is a Tamiya one, I must admit. I've got the electronic one as well, but sometimes it's just as easy to use this one without switching it on and off. Especially when I was just getting the gap. I wasn't worried about measuring it. I just wanted the gap perfect for this bar to be in position. So there you go, so I can loosen that, come back over here now, and now clear up this bit, and they'll be done. And there's a little bit there, but not much, so that's okay. So I'm going to get them two bits back in the box over there for the spares, and there you go. That's how I use my old table saw. And if I do drill press later on, I'll use that to show you how I'm going to get the holes in the centre of these two pieces as well. So I've got them just above me now, so I've got pretty handy to use them around. The drill will be a lot less messy. I'm just going to sweep this bit up anyway. So right, see you a bit later. Sorry about missing the main part of it though. Well, as you can see, I'm back now with the press drill, and I've got the marked in this SN. I don't know whether this is going to show. There's a little dot there. You can see that little dot. And so that's done. So what I'm going to do is basically drill the holes in the same places. I've already test fitted in the holes, so it'll be okay. So here we go. And it's off. I'll get all that off, and I'll take that out, and now I've got a perfect hole in the centre. Now I'm going to do the other one the same, and because it's thick it doesn't actually bend if you know in that way. Otherwise I'll be using a small hand drill, but I thought it's better to get a precise straight down. Look like that. If I'm looking for it like that now, to see if it's horizontal. It needs to be coming up. I can feel it across the top here. It's got to come up slightly outside. It doesn't make 100% accurate, but it'd be nice if it was. There you go. Clamp it on, and I'm going to do the same again. Put it over to the centre. I'd already got the actual mark bit, the mark ones you see. So now if I just do that, turn it on again. And it's done. Take a bit out. Oops. Take a bit out. And now I'm testing up, and it goes through lovely. And that's it. Just want a bit of slack in there, and that's okay. So as you can see, it fits in there nicely. That's going to go inside the sub. Right. Put that over there out of the way. Move this back. I'll clear up later. There's a little bit there to do. Nothing much to worry about. Take that one out. There we go, got two the same, and they're both exactly in the same place, so just right. One for the front of the submarine and one for the back. So there you go. So that's my press drill in action as well, and that's what I do when I've got fit placed, or even wood, because I'll be using this on the ship model as well when you need to. So there we go. I'll be back in this next segment, or this could be the next one. No, I'm going to show. No, carry on. Right. This is nail glued, so I'll come out, go back out again. Sorry. This bit is now glued, and you can see that is the way these bits go on. They're square. You could have been either way, but I've done it that way anyway. And so that fit, and I've test fitted it. It's okay, but it's all been cleaned up and they're ready for spraying. All cleaned up all the way around. And my propeller is now ready to spray. I must probably do this quite on camera later on. And let's get that down here a bit. I think it's a bit better when it's in. But it's in focus now. So that's ready to go, and I've done that so I can done it to get so much paint on this. I'll be using brass, not gold, but because they say gold, but most of them were brass, I think, in propellers. But do that. So there you go. So put my bits and pieces, and so that is. It was better down here actually, right in the, because I've got it in the square. And there you go. So that's all done. Then bits are cleaned up, ready to go as well. So I'll be looking to do a bit of cleaning up on the two big parts now, ready for putting them together. There you go. The next thing you might see me is actually put in the nut. Once I clean this bit up a bit more, there'll be a nut that goes on here, and then I'm going to use plastic card to block it in, because it's a square one, which is really handy, which is good. I'll show you that on my next one. Right. That's it. I'll just show that on the next one, and then we'll call this one update number 7. Well, I'm back now, and what I've been doing is making sure the holes that in the bottom of the hole will actually be okay for these. You've seen these before because I used them on HMS Nelson. I've got another 2 sets coming for later on because I thought so, and I've put them back in a packet. Oh, there they are. There, so there they are, and this luckily sits on there. You can super glue them on there, but I'm going to find that once you've got them centered, they're okay. So there I go. And now what I've done is I've actually drilled out the hole slot a bit bigger than what the actual hole with the nuts. So it gives me a bit of wiggle room when you're actually putting them together. So the problem with this one, as you can see, you can't get into the inside to actually do any reinforcing. So when I put the bolt in there, I've got to make sure I really secure it in there nicely, unless I cut a hole in this. And I don't want to do that because that's the strength of the sub anyway. There you go. And I suppose I could cut a hole in the middle. I don't know, but I don't think I will do. But I've got the actual thing I've set out to do, get the hole slightly bigger, so these nuts got a bit of wriggle room when they go in. There you go. So there you go. That's that bit. And I've also done the same to these 2 bits, which I'm going to put over there, and I'll put it together quickly. I've done exactly the same. And here we go. I didn't tape this one together. I was holding it together while I was just drilling out. I'd already got a pilot hole there, but now I've got a better one. So to get it nice and there you go. It's lined up, and there you go. And there you go. But once it's glued together, that'll all line up lovely. And there's a little bit there that's going to come out in a minute when I just do a bit more filing in it. But because this is still not level, there you go. It's more or less there, but I've still got loads of wriggle room in there for the actual nut to go in there. So they've both been done now. So there you go. So that's that bit. Now the next bit is, and I'll keep this bit out, as I tried to explain earlier on in the early video, I'll put these back in. I'll put these back in the packet firstly. I'll do that so they're out of the way. Where's it? Opens up. Oh, there it is. There you go. Goes into there. Then 2 go onto the top, so either side. It goes on. I'll put the screws in there later on when I've got it, but the nuts on it. So now what we've got to do is basically get this bit. I think I better zoom in now. I'll put it over there for the moment. So there we go, zoom in. Oops. Zoom in. Oops, bit too. Anyway. That's wait, I keep getting that. That's the only way I get confused on. So if I come in a bit more. Now the idea of this now is basically I'll have that on the centre of that hole glued on with super glue just to hold it there. Then I'll do the same with the other one, which I've got a nut over there, and I've got another couple of pieces of these. So what I'm going to do is get my table saw out later on and cut the strips to go around it so it actually squares it in on top. And I may even drill some hole as another one and have it over the top so it's sandwiched into plastic, and then resin it in place, plastic glue it, and then resin over the top. Now I can do that with this one easily, these two parts, because I can get to right inside. Whoops, because I can get into the inside. I can get into here through this entrance, so that's no problem. But the other end I've got to really go do it all before I actually put it all together, but I think it'll work okay anyway, so that would be okay. So that's what my next plan is. So I'm going to call that the end of this update number 7, and I'll most probably cut some pieces and then show me putting this bits together with super glue and the nuts on as well, and that'll be in the next update, the beginning of the first one. So there you go. So that's it really. So if I come out again, I can go quick, so there you go a bit quicker out. And so these now have had their holes done, the correct size, and this one just needs a bit tarting up, but you won't see it was inside. So there you go. So that one will stand up lovely. I can put that over there and leave them in there. So that's my next job. So, and it'll be all like that. So thank you very much for watching this update, and thank you again for any new subscribers and my present ones. And enjoy life, just enjoy life, that's all we can do. And hopefully I'll catch you on the next one, which will be update number 8. Happy modelling.